Get her. Get her. Get her, Ace. Get her. Get her. Get her, Ace. Get her. Get him, Mac. Get him. You tired out, Ace? And yes, what you're hearing is cows in the background. They're all on the other side of the hill there. So basically what we did is that on the other side, we brought them in a large pile, separated them from calf and their mothers, and are giving the mothers shots and some medicine, and then tagging them. And then once we're done with that, we're about halfway done. So there's about 75 of them in total. And calves, there's probably about 30. So there's probably about a total of 100. So we still got about halfway to go, but I'll show you guys when we get up there because it's been busy. But I just decided to take down here and water the plants a little bit, if you know what I mean. But yeah, beautiful out here, man. It's awesome. So I don't know if you guys can hear me very well right now, but so they were all up there, and that top one where the tractor is. Then we brought a group of them down here to the silver linings over there, and then brought them in here. Brought the calves back over there in that silver bin, and brought them here, and then came over there and put a tag on them where that locked them in is, and gave them a shot and their medicine. And they went back up there. We still got the guys left back over there to do, and these guys here. So. Is this a male?
Pepper. That one might leave a little bruise.
There you go.
Okay.
So in this clip here, you're gonna see us kind of chasing a lot of them kind of came back in this pin here, and they weren't supposed to, so we have to separate them. And right now we're trying to get the mothers and their calves together, and we're gonna load a few of them on the trailers at a time. We have about 3 of them that you'll see here shortly. And it was pretty warm this day. It was roughly about 80 degrees. The humidity wasn't bad. Honestly, I kind of like the humidity because you can see the back of my arm there. I'm the guy with the green shirt, and the back of my arm, or the front of my arms, were just burned so bad from the sun because there was no humidity. The humidity makes it wet, so the heat doesn't get to your skin as fast, and I personally like the humidity a little bit more. Sure, it feels heavier, but I'd rather it feel heavier than get my skin burned as bad as it did, but it did leave a nice little farmer tan. And here you can see them loading on the mothers. Some of them, the first round we just did calves and mothers separate, and then the next few rounds we kind of just did them together to make it a little bit easier to transport, so that way they kind of knew where each other were, because they were kind of just a mess at this point. So here are the remaining cows that did not go out to pastures, or that aren't very far away. We're just chasing them pretty much down the rest of the pasture. So we opened the gate, and there's a bigger pasture between them, and then we kind of just brought them up on the right side of the road and chased them there. And then from that road there's a gate, and there's another pasture there that we're gonna let them in. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, I did have a wide lens camera that I used, but my computer would just not cooperate with wanting to edit the videos and stuff, and I would have done it with my phone combined as well, but I can't get the videos and photos from my wide lens camera onto my phone. It's kind of a pain. It'll take 50 hours to transport, and I don't feel like waiting that long. I'm pretty sure you guys are, so I just decided to do the good old-fashioned phone editing thing. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and it wasn't worth keeping the other footage either. It's so hot. It's like 80 degrees, and we're sweating. We're gonna go continue doing some more work, so. Hey, are you okay? Okay, I'll just let you nap there then. So here we're just going to be spraying a few fields here in town, close to the town. So I would have gone outside to get some outside footage for you guys, but this spray can be deadly it will be deadly if you get it in your mouth or in your nose and your eyes. These aren't the strongest chemicals, but they are still potentially harmful. So I just decided I'd stay safer in the cab, get you guys some decent footage, and as you can tell, it's very bouncy and rough. We're only going about 10 miles an hour, and you can see how bumpy it just is. The fields themselves are in okay condition. They're just covered with a lot of stuff on top, and we pretty much started doing no-till in our area a few years ago. It kind of started to become a popular thing, and I think one time when we're loading more dangerous chemicals on certain fields, I don't know exactly what's in here other than basic Roundup and weed killers and some basic fertilizer, I think is what's in here. Yeah, they're pretty small fields. They're only like 1 acre, 2 acres, 3, if that. But I think I remember a time when I had to stay in the tractor one time because the chemicals were just so toxic that even if you go outside and walk and breathe that for a few minutes, you're gonna it doesn't suffocate you, but it's just not healthy for you to be around. So you kind of just want to be around in a safe area. Yeah, and I remember my uncle having to wear a mask because of it one time, and also he had to wear very, very thick, heavy, long blue gloves, so that way when he loads the chemicals in, because I think he said one time I remember him saying that if it gets on your skin, it'll burn and melt your skin because the chemicals are just so strong. But this case, it's not the case, but the wind was just blowing a lot, and it was just kind of it was kind of getting chilly, so I just decided that, I hope you guys are good with the in-cab view, but you can just see how close we are to society and not to society, but to life itself in our little town that we're in. But my uncle's done this a lot, so he's very good at driving this kind of equipment, and you can kind of just see the wind blowing there. Look at that. You see it blowing against the windshield here at the back of the glass screen on the back of the tractor. So yeah, I don't know exactly what's planted here. I think my uncle said it was wheat or milo. I don't remember what it was, but I think that's what these fields were. I could be completely wrong about that. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, because and I do apologize for having it out late, pretty late. But again, I'll kind of describe it a little bit better this time. Is that my computer, I wanted to edit all this on my computer. That way I could also have the wide lens camera footage with it. But again, my computer would just not cooperate. It would do the wide lens camera, but editing it was just such a pain, and it ended up literally breaking my whole computer actually. And it made the screen all glitchy, and I had to force it to shut down and restart. And at that point, I figured I'd just do this. Plus, it was only like 3 minutes of footage anyway from my wide lens camera when I put it into a time lapse. So it really wasn't worth it, to be honest. So this footage is good enough for me, and I hope it's good enough for you guys as well. So I'm kind of just swapping back and forth so you guys can see the angles. This is a Demco sprayer. We got it from one of the New Holland dealerships. So we actually co-own this sprayer with another fellow farmer. So this is his sprayer as well, besides our uncle's. But it works good, and it does its job. So it's a decent one. Anyway, I'm gonna shush now and let you guys finish watching this video.
Take a picture of this cat. Yeah, rain, water all the way on the There we go.
Sunday evening. Let's see what we got here. Some pretty grass. Birds chirping. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Very beautiful. It's so doggone nice out here. Man, That's something you don't see every day. Look at that glow. Pretty.
2 a.m. Here we are. Hey, cats.